Thank
Yes.
you. Okay, good. She is my technical advisor on this. Okay,
Kind of
Sandra's
frightening.
coming in. Thank you. Wonderful. Welcome to the call tonight. I just wanted to thank you so much for joining us. And again, we've introduced our newest members. Hi, Sandra. But Regina McLaughlin, who goes by Gina, and she has joined Shauna and Beth and all of us because she's stuck with us. Um, I was talking though about how all of us on this call, in some fashion, got involved in order to make money in the business, right? Um, and because there has been recently, I've had a number of conversations with people who are saying, oh my gosh, I feel so overwhelmed. Even Tina posted this morning or on our chat that she was feeling overwhelmed by all the training, which I know she's intentionally doing the training on boards. However, there is a lot, a lot, a lot. And so, with that feeling overwhelmed, I will tell you, just share with you quickly how I deal with that. Usually, is that I might feel overwhelmed, and then because of all the things, but what I'll end up doing some of the time is nothing, right? Instead of getting on all the trainings, I'm either doing all or a lot of them, or I get to the point where I'm like, holy cow, this is just too much. Again, I don't work full time. Many of you do. But I've got a busy life. And so trying to fit everything in for me has been a little bit daunting. So, what I thought we could do tonight, because we want this to work, is to talk about prioritizing where you put your time, right? Um, Keep our eyes on the main thing, which is making money in the business, right? And then we can chat and be social and all the other things. But this is really important um, because it's a simple business. We buy some drops, we sell them to people retail, and then we show a few other people how to do that. I mean, that's how simple this is. The Zooms and the training needs to support those efforts, right? They don't take the place of reaching out to people or selling the drops because we're not getting paid a dollar on Zoom calls or on trainings. They have to support what you're doing, what your effort is. So, because the other piece is that this business has to be duplicatable for it to work. And so, with each one of you, um, we need to just be mindful of this. So again, it has to be simple so that when people join us and we say, look, 3 to 5 hours a week, is that it's not really 20 hours a week or 15 hours. So we're in the process of trying to figure out what those critical pieces are that we need to be involved with. And so I can just share what I'm doing, certainly. However, it's not going to be the same for everybody. Um, Again, most of us work full time, busy lives. And then the point of this is the other thing that we've come up with is um, when we talk to people, is our scripting. How easy is it when we have boards that we can refer to? How easy is it, right? Part of what we're going to do is that we sell drops to people. All that we can find all of that on boards. But we also want to be building a business and showing other people, inviting other people to have a look at the business. If it's right for them, great. If it's not, that's okay too. But when we look at this, we need to have scripts for people who are, there are probably 5% of people that come into this business that are like, no problem, I can do this. I've been in sales. I can talk to anybody, no problem. Nobody else can do it though, right? 5%. And then maybe 20% of us who've had some experience in it in another industry can do it as well. But the beauty of this, the value in this, the magic in this business is that it is duplicatable. So we want to have scripts. And so what we've done, based on some of our leaders, I know that Natalie, you've done it, Beth has done it. We've been in some other trainings, more leadership trainings for people that really want to, again, go officer and above, um, as early as the summer. And feel free to do it sooner because that would be awesome too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share our screen. Okay, let's see. Am I? Oh, okay, just give me a second because you know me. Okay. Okay. Um, all right. Now you're going to tell me, right, when this one comes up.
Yep.
Okay, super. All right. So, okay. You can see this? Great. Okay, perfect. This is, I'm just going to start this, but then I'm going to ask a couple people. I'm going to ask Beth and Natalie to do some role playing with this. Um, but the first, I'm just going to say again, what do you do? These are is an ask in person. You know, you're talking to your friend and you can just say to them, "Are you open to learning more about sharing drops and how we make money here?" I mean, that's really innocuous. Most people, or many people think, oh my gosh, I can't ask because then what if she says no? What if, well, let me tell you, some people are going to tell you no, and some people are going to tell you, hell no, I'm not doing one of those. And it might kind of wound you, except for the fact that I'm just clear, this isn't everybody's path, right? Anyway, so you can see this. So the next one, though, is, and Beth, do you want to take this next one? Do you want to?
Sure.
Okay, that'd be great.
Sure. The other one is anybody that is already dropping, using drops. Oh, no, sorry, this is the cold. Sorry. So the cold ask. So somebody that you just think about that they always tell us pick the people that you want to travel with, that you want to be with, and reach out to them and leave a voice memo, which you can do on text or through Messenger, and say something like, I've been thinking about you, Mary. It looks like you were such a good mom with those children, or something like that. I've loved seeing all your vacation pics, something like that. Um, you want to give them a reason why you're reaching out, like you're such a leader of impact, or you've got such influence, or you care so much about other people, or you seem like one who really rallies a team, something like that that's going to be relevant to our business. And then you say, I wanted to send this message because you've been on my heart. Are you open at all to another income avenue? I probably put too much emphasis on at all, but are you open at all to another income avenue? I have no idea where you are or if it would even resonate with you, but I'd love to connect regardless. Again, if she says no, what have you lost? Nothing. And you've given her a compliment, you've made her feel good, and you want to really tailor it so that it's personal and because I've been targeted by other companies with messages similar to this that were clearly not really about me. So make it about them.
That's great.
And then, did you want me to keep going?
Please, that'd be great.
Okay. And then if they say yes, you want to give them two like choices because what you want to do is get them on a three-way with Jane or Stacy. And so you want to say something like, hey, let's connect for a few. Very harmless. Let's connect for a few. Would later today or tomorrow work for about 10 minutes to hop on a phone call? Give them a couple of choices. If you just say, when are you open and when are you free? You're not going to hear from them again because that's overwhelming to all of us. Well, gosh, when am I free? Right? Give them choices. And if you're, and if you're not close to them personally, go ahead and send that video of Cindy Landis to get them acquainted, and then they can say, if they want to give you their thoughts. But I always go ahead and schedule a three-way call with them, always. But you want to ask them, if I sent you a link to a quick video, would you watch it? And then, whatever feels good for your personality, like you can be a fly on a wall, you can just listen to it, that kind of thing. If they say yes to any of that, definitely just go ahead also and schedule that three-way call because you want to have that scheduled. It's not going to be, do you want to schedule a call after they've watched it or listened to it? Does that make sense?
Can I hop in real quick? I think
Yeah.
one of the things that is crucial is that we don't just dump it either, right? You wait for them to reply back that they want
Yes.
it. And I think that's we get we get like kind of like, oh yes, they're excited, so they want to hear about it. So then we just start sending and sending and sending. We don't want to do that. We don't want to vomit.
hmm That and also like you don't want to gush about them being interested in it either, right? You don't want them to feel like you're doing like this. It's just like cool, like you don't need them. You're just offering as a friend, right?
And another tip that works for me, sorry, I have to just chime in, right?
No,
I need my
please.
chiming in. What I've noticed is from sandwiching, from the post, that works a lot. So what I do is in the morning before I post, I go in and I kind of look and see, okay, who do I want to see my post? So I'll go in, I'll comment something. Like you said earlier, if you see somebody's like always putting pictures or their kids or whatever, you can just kind of like send a comment to say, hey, that picture is so pretty. And I love to look at them, right? Simple. And then I do that for like 5 people. Then I go in and I post on my board and I comment on those. And then after that, I go in and I do the same. I find another 5 people. So for them to be in your algorithm. So that works for me. I've noticed that that's made a lot more traffic in my Facebook and people that I have no idea who they are.
That's worked for me too, right? People that on all of a sudden I'm seeing them commenting on mine, which is, yeah, it does. It absolutely works.
Yes, it just increases the likelihood you're going to be seen by people that you want to see it, which
Absolutely.
is good. Um, and then the people who um so the message up at the front, the top that Jane was talking about, that's really about um the are you open to learning more about sharing drops and how we make money here? That's really for those people who know what you're doing already, right? They're usually droppers,
Mhm.
right? But then there's going to be those people, and I know we all have them, who either didn't get good results or you didn't follow up with them for like 2 months after the very beginning or whatever it is. You didn't do a good job. We all are
Yeah.
bad until we get good. You can go back to those people and say, I was thinking about you. I wanted to check in for the non-result people. I know you didn't get great results, the results you were hoping for with the drops, but honestly, when you started, I was still learning and I really didn't have all the knowledge to support you. And I've learned so much since then. So if you're still looking to reach your goals, I'd love to connect. That's a way to get them back re-engaged. And what Jane's posted there are the actual scripts. I'm kind of, ad-libbing, but you're just no pressure at all. Just want to let you know I'm here for you. Because again, I want them to really feel it's about them. It's not about you trying to sell a box of drops. And quite
And
frankly, I don't,
also
yeah.
from the training that we did, they also said for the voice memos that they disappear or people may think that it's fraud or that it's spam. So they said to just go into, before you put in the voice memo, to say, hello, whoever, how are you? And then send in the voice memo. And I thought that was a good tip.
So
It's
in
like a
terms,
So
text
that way
first.
they know.
yeah,
Go
Natalie,
ahead.
are you
Yep.
saying that you're saying that they should just text them and just say
Just text 1st.
text first and then do the voice memo?
Yep, yep. So what I do is I say, hello, whoever, how are you? And then I'll go in and I'll do the voice memo, whatever I'm doing at that point in time.
Good. Okay, perfect. Um,
It's just tricks that I've learned so far
yeah.
that I think
Well,
is
and then
crucial.
it's also the training has been great. We're sharing with you some of the verbatim training that we've had. And these are, again, these are simple. They are, for some people it'll be obvious, but these are literally the scripts that Stacy Woodford and Dr. Laura Fortner have promoted with. So, you know, there are different ways to do it. This is what I'm doing, right? And it really works. And the language is not threatening to people, but we have to ask. And if we're not asking, we are not going to get it. It's just because I can tell you this much. building your team involves you getting rejected. I know that it's like nobody likes that. I don't love it, but it's the only way to get to the yeses, right? And to find those people that are looking for you, and they are out there waiting for you to talk to them. Um, okay, so the last one of these was this Facebook post, the help wanted Facebook post, that I can tell. I know that Shauna, you had tremendous results with this. Um, and Beth, you had some results. I know others did. Mine, I had one person, but it really didn't last. She ghosted me. I did have another couple of people that I've been talking to, but I'm not sure where that will end up. One of them did buy drops. So we'll see with that. But with that help wanted Facebook post, I've just added this one because again, what do we do when we get again, some people got slammed with this one. And so it's just this, hey Mary, thanks for your interest in my post. Just a couple of quick questions so we can go from there. Are you looking for extra spending money or a bigger monthly goal? And do you have 3 to 5 hours a week you could give it if I showed you a simple plan? And again, as Natalie's saying, yeah, don't say anything. Wait until they come back to you. If they say yes, then you send them the Cindy Landis 10-minute video, right? And what you're saying to them is you're going to send the video and you're going to say, um, which would be better for you, which would work better. Um, Again, they watch it. And so, for example, if it's at noontime today, I send the video, they say yes, I send the video, and I'll say to them, I'll say, is tonight better for you or in the morning tomorrow before 10 or whatever, but set 2 times, give them an option, right? And then,
Yep.
and then your next step is again, after they've watched, you will get them on a three-way call with your sponsor or upline. And in many cases, that'll be me or Stacy Woodford. It'll also be for those of you who are doing, I know that Natalie, you've done three-way calls, and I know Beth, you're doing three-way calls. So it's again, the beauty of this is that you've got an upline. It is a third party endorsement. And it is scripted. So that three-way is actually scripted. So anyway,
Yeah. Can I
right?
say a little bit about that, Jane? Because
Oh, I would love that. That would be
yeah, because
awesome.
y'all, I find myself on these three ways. Well, first of all, I've learned not to tell the person we're going to do a three-way with my upline. Well, I don't even use upline. Ugh. And I don't even really like the term three-way. But I just say, hey, let's connect for 10 minutes. I'll hop on a quick call and I schedule it. In the background, I'm scheduling it with Jane, but that person doesn't know that. And then I call Jane, get her on the phone. And then I get my person on the phone. And while that's ringing, I add Jane back in. So if you don't know how to add someone, we'll help you with that. But what that allows me to do is as soon as they say, hey, and I'll be like, hey, Ryan, when I did the other day, hey, Ryan, thanks so much for giving me just a few minutes of your time today. I'm thrilled that, you wanted to learn a little bit more. I've got my friend Jane on the line with us because Jane's been doing this a little bit longer than I have, and she's got a really cool story, or she really understands how to present this very
Right.
well or whatever, or just she's here so that we can make sure we get all your questions answered because she's been doing this longer. So you don't want them to feel like they're ganging up on me or, oh, she brought in the big guns or whatever. It's just like we do this together. We help each other out. So, and your time is precious. So I want to make sure you get questions answered. So then I'm like, okay, Jane, introduce them, edify your upline. So, hey, Ryan, Jane and I work together at another company. She's fabulous. I always really just admired her and her professionalism. So I thought if I ever got the chance to work with her directly, I would. And so here we are being able to work together. And then and I say, hey, Jane, Ryan is a friend of mine. He goes to my church. He ushers with me. He's a lot of fun. He's got this precious teenage daughter, and he's been on the drops for about a month. And just want to introduce you to. And then Jane goes into the script, and there are parts of the script where I'll be like, oh, I probably wouldn't have said that, or I probably wouldn't have asked that, or oh, he's not ready to hear that. Don't worry about it. It's Jane doing it, right? And chances are it's exactly what needs to be said. It freaking works. But sometimes I sit there cringing and you just have to cringe and keep your mouth shut because she's not saying anything weird or anything. It's a script, but it's the right thing with the right information, with just enough information at the right time. And you will be surprised what they'll come back with. I've had people that I thought were going to buy a box of drops, buy a 30 pack or 10 pack. I've had people say, yes, I'm interested. Let's do this, that I thought never in a million years. So you just don't know. And that other third party person is great because it's not you, and your friend doesn't want to tell you no, but they can tell that other person no. So you might not get even those false yeses who they say yeah, and then they're really not doing anything, and you get all excited and they're not. So use our upline because our three ways or even each other because it just is more fun. And believe it or not, Stacy and Stacy and Laura and Ann all still do three ways.
But
So
there
it's
are,
not because you don't know what you're doing. It's because
yeah,
it's a proven system that works.
it really does.
Yeah.
Thank
My
you.
two
Thank you,
cents.
Beth. The other thing is this, is that on the, when you do a three-way call, part of it also is this, is that you edify your upline, but then the person, the upline person edifies their brand partner. Because that's really what this is, a mutual, we are locked at the hip, right? We are helping each other. And so when someone joins our team, it's important. And I mean, Gina, you know that you can reach out to
Mhm.
me if you need me. Obviously, Shauna is an awesome leader, and so is Beth. But I'm just saying, things happen, people travel, or you need something. And that's the beauty of it is again, we all do the same thing, right? We're all doing the same thing. I've got individual people that I'm going to and talking about the business and the drops. Um, and some of them are saying no to me, you know, there's no magic wand. It's just we're all doing. And when you talk to Stacy, people think Stacy says, "Oh my gosh," people think that I've got like this like superpower. She's just done it longer, and she's really, I think, because she has such a good heart, I think people respond to her, and she's followed the system to a T. Um, okay. Uh, the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about um, what I'm doing again what I'm doing are the Zooms because we don't really have an answer for you. I'm saying do what you need to do to support yourself in terms of motivation and knowledge. We're hoping that these will be helpful, having these scripts because then you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just, I'm just going to use this. And I know this sounds crazy. I have to write people's names down when I'm on the phone or when I'm doing these over and over and over again. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I'll stop sharing. Okay, there we go.
We want to see you.
Thank you. Okay. Um, is that I'm just trying, again, you can do anything you want. But I want you to be focused on this. I want you to make money. And that the way you're going to do that is really going to be reaching out to people. Um, what I'm doing these days is I'm getting on Real Talk. And I know this is impossible if you're working full time. I get it. I'm getting on at 9:30 on Mondays now. Now, I'm going to be full disclosure. I've been missing in action on some of these because I can't do it. I've got a grandson that I take care of 2 days a week. Well, I've switched my days now so that I can be on that call Monday. And then Wednesday, there's a power hour at 1 p.m. These are calls with our team, right? Our bigger team. And I want to learn with them. And then also I'm doing a Zoom Saturday morning. Again, this is it's a leadership training. Um, and then the other thing I would just say is this. You want to make sure that you have in your pocket a drops talk that you can invite people to every week, right? There is one every Wednesday night. There are multitude of other drop talks. It's just this, it's too much, I think, to have it all in your head trying to figure it. So if you can before the week starts or 10 days ahead of time, know the days that you've got drop talks so that when you encounter people and you're just chatting with them and you can invite them to get on a drops talk, right? It's just a possibility. Um, so the IPA calls are every day at 10:30, 10:15 rather. I do not get on them. I probably get on them once a week. I know that they're wonderful and invaluable. I can't with my schedule. So I'm not saying don't do this. Get on as many as you wish. It's a free country here. It's just this. I want you focused on reaching out. Natalie, you're,
Sorry, I have somebody over here bothering me.
oh,
I wasn't trying to talk to you guys.
was that Steph? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it was Steph. He gave me maple water, just so you know.
Oh, okay. It sounds great. Um, okay, so are there any other ones that I'm missing that anybody else feels are so critical?
This
Well,
isn't,
on the calls, they're all on YouTube for Todd Rowland. So those are all recorded.
So you
I
could,
mean, every single call is recorded.
yeah,
So I think that
right.
you can get on whenever you want, technically.
Absolutely. And the other beautiful thing, thank you for,
That's sorry.
is on boards. Which one?
No,
On,
I kind of, me and my big mouth, I kind of jumped on top of
yeah,
Beth when she was
I
trying to
was
say
I was
something.
gonna say I just wanted to plug three vid calls that happened I think a week ago,
oh,
and
yeah.
it was the roadmaps. So there's a roadmap to manager, there's a roadmap to officer,
And VP.
and VP. Sorry, okay, I got those mixed up. So it's
Yeah.
manager,
Yeah.
VP, officer, and they're nuts and bolts. And even if you're not new, it might behoove you to go back and watch those three in order. And you may not quite be ready, maybe for the one that's to officer, they are really good about how to look at your numbers. And your sponsor upline will be looking at your numbers, but it's helpful. It's really good for you to understand them too when you're trying to promote to the next level. So
And
if
they're
you're
short
just
and
new and
sweet.
overwhelmed, just sell drops and do three
Hmm.
ways.
Yep.
But yeah,
I put the video in the chat actually.
awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. For
Okay.
all three, you're just the one to manager.
I put the first one actually talking about how to build your legs.
Yeah. Okay.
Manager. That's the one to manager, I think.
Because
Yes, it is. Sorry. Yes.
because I'm
Oh,
still really learning the basics in a lot of ways. And there's just a lot, and it starts to make more and more sense. Like it just dawned on me this morning why our subscriptions go on Saturdays. It didn't make sense before. Now I get it. It doesn't matter if you don't know, but just
it's a lot though. It's a
it's a
lot
lot.
in the business. Again, I learned, I mean, I'm now getting my head around certain things that just didn't make sense to me before, right? I'm
Right.
starting things like how we get paid. I didn't really understand that. Even though I had watched the video a bunch of times on the comp plan, didn't make sense to me. I couldn't understand why am I getting money in my savings account? I couldn't figure it out. So I'm just saying I don't really need to know. It's not like I've got money in it, but it's not like I'm close to a $10,000 check yet. But again, it's focus, you're right. Stay focused on what is right in front of you. And that's something that I think is so okay. Okay, needed to keep my droppers using. I did find some ideas and boards, so I'll start using those. That's great. Um, okay. Um, Yes, and in terms of if you want, get on the IPA or watch it at night. But what I don't want you to do, I don't want people to do this. If you want to make money in the business, you have to talk to people and you've got to follow up with your droppers and you've got to talk to them about the business. I'm highly recommending that, right? It cannot be a replacement for doing the business. So do your business messy. That's the piece of it, is that I think, when I started, I had no clue what I was doing. I knew it was working for me, just talking to people. So do it messy, right? Um, okay. They what I would love to do now is I'm going to pull up because I'm just showing off. Okay, sorry. I'm going to share again because I can. Um, okay, see? Okay. Okay, Natalie, can you, um, would you just share? This is tracking your milestones and your, um, can you see this?
No, you
Okay,
don't have anything up.
okay, all right. Okay, I think that should be,
Yes,
that's it?
we see
Okay,
it. Yep, we see it.
okay,
So the training that I posted in our chat right there, and I can send it in on Facebook and Messenger. But basically, the training that is on that Stacy did and Dr. Laura, it's basically talking about how to get to manager, and that's basically the first step, right? They want you to get to manager and then you start making money. And so the main, sorry, it's cooking over here. So one of the things that if you look on the lifestyle total here and you look on your pay line, so those are your two legs, right? We have two different legs. And if you're looking at, we want to get to officer, which is 6,667. So you want both your legs to be at 6,667 on a week to week basis, is what Laura talks about. And you'll see that you may have one leg, which is your pay line, right? Which is going to be at the $13,000. And if you're at that 13,334, it basically states it may be a carryover, right? That we have that the company has given us. And what happens is if you don't bring in people, right, business partners, then that line will start going down. It'll be deducted from your, what is it? So you have the pay line, which is your 13,000, you have your volume. So if your volume is 1,000, let's say, well, then we're going to take away from the pay line. So then it keeps going down, right? And so you don't want that to go down because then you know that you have to maintain that in order to go to the next level. So on your boards is where you're going to find that particular form, and I think Jane just put it in the chat as well. But Stacy will like when she'll talk to someone in the freeway, she'll always have that particular paper because she wants people to know how to advance and how to make money. It's real difficult to I had to listen to that call over and over and over again, and to explain it is not that simple, I think. But it's basically you have to have the two lines, right, in order to become officer. So that's what we want to achieve. And
Natalie,
what else?
yeah,
Yes.
Natalie, what I just wanted to, could you just maybe share, let's talk, maybe
How
just,
to get it?
no, just to do manager, just at this point, because I don't want to, I want to just keep this call, but it's like, this is so good. But
So
yeah, if
So
you,
on the manager, you see how you have on your first line on the commission part, you see how you have, so you need 100 PVs in order to go to team lead, right? And then you need 200 PVs in order to go to senior and so on and so forth. So if you guys are looking at the commission part of it, so in order, like for myself, I got to manager and then I started looking at my PVs and I had no idea. So and that's what will probably happen. Like Jane said, it's messy and we still are learning. So you still have to kind of look at it. But the main thing is that you don't want to just look at your dashboard numbers because those are typically wrong. So you want to make sure that you go into my money and my volume because that is accurate. And that basically will tell you how to place your people and so on and so forth. But that's why Jane is there.
yeah,
She helps us with
call
that.
me, call me. I did this with Stacy so much and
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And we're going
You're
to,
welcome.
you can, and I,
And you go on boards. to
Yes.
get that actually on the new boards. It's real simple. You go into business, first step, and then you go into business and it's on there.
Awesome. I'm
You're welcome.
thank you so much.
So I confused everybody.
No,
Sorry,
not at
guys.
all. No, but it's again, it said I want people, please print this out and have it. And if you would like, you can share with me. I would love to know what it is that you would like. Where do you want to get to, right? What's your next step? Mine is senior officer. I am at officer, senior officer for me by my birthday, which is June. So there we are.
So I think that that call, Dr. Laura talks about a vision. So make sure that you have your vision that says 6,667 so that you see it all the times that you know
Yeah,
that number, that
absolutely.
that's the number you want.
Mine is 13 because I'm already an officer. I need to go senior officer. So that is for me again, but June. So I just want to close it up because I know we've got a couple people. I had promised 30 minutes. We are not on time. Passive way to do the business versus with system of growth, right? You can do that all day long and just work on your social media and sell drops. That's awesome. Again, you sell 30 boxes in a month and you're making $2,500. That's awesome. However, if you want to expand and you want to build your business out, and become active in way we're doing it. You're reaching out to people to talk to them about the business. And that is really, we thought having these scripts, because sometimes it feels like, what do I say to people? Oh, I'm scared. Well, I'm not always on top of it. I get scared or I feel a little reticent of talking to people because I don't want them to say no to me. But you know what? They've been saying I've been getting a lot of no's recently, but I've also been booking three-way calls. I've got two of them that I booked, one yesterday and one today. So it's exciting. Okay. So I really, for anybody that needs to get off, I want you to, because again, 7:13. And are there any questions? I can stay on, but anyone that needs to get off, please. But I'm just going to say to you, if you would let me know where you would like, print this off. I want to know where do you want to be with this, right? Do you want to be manager? Do you want to be an officer? I mean, go for it. Be like a CEO, president, chairperson three, go for it. I'm just saying, where do you want to be? I can tell you, I want to move. And however, the business, you can, what is it that your heart desires? So for whatever you want, we're totally here to support you in that. Okay.
So what about if we put that in our chat?
Of what we want to achieve.
Mhm.
Well, we can absolutely
I
go
mean, if you want, I'll do it.
if
But
you
I
want
mean, if
to.
you guys
I would
want,
love that and put a date on it.
mhm.
But again, the other thing, the other piece is that there's activity attached to it. And the activity right now, so what does Dr. Laura do? What does Stacy do? Their goal is 25 people a week that they get in front of. Now, that might be a drop talk that they're giving or whatever. That's a lot. Have I been doing that much? No. But I've this week, and the other goal is five three-ways in a week. Either you're doing three-ways for people on your team or you're having your upline do them for you. So I no, I didn't do five. That's not true. But I did do three. So it's again, I'm trying to amp up because I know me wanting to promote, it's just a wish, unless I've got the activity attached to it. So, you know, maybe just think about that. What kind of activity are you willing to do, and where would you like to be with a date on it? Okay. All right, please. Anybody that needs to go can go. I'm staying on. Um,
Okay. Thank you so much, Jane. This is
yeah,
super.
thank you so much. Wonderful.
Okay,
Thank you
talk to y'all
so
soon.
much.
Bye.
Thank you, Jen. Bye, everybody. Take
Bye,
care. Have a
Sandra.
great week.
Bye.
Yes, you as well. Great to see you.
Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Wonderful.
bye, everybody.
Bye. I'm going to stop the
Bye.
recording. I'm going to,
To do.
let me
It was
just,
nice to see everybody.
good to see everybody. Okay, what am I doing here? Let me stop the recording.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yeah.